Oh, hi, I'm Bersercules, the Berserk Herc, and today is Christmas. Yay! Merry Christmas! So today I'll be reviewing Yogi Bear's All-Star Comedy Christmas Caper. Christmas caper? Like a plan to do crime? Are Yogi and Boo Boo hardened criminals? What? Oh, and since I don't want this video to be taken down for copyright infringement, I'll just be using still images from the show instead of video clips. Anyway, so this Christmas cartoon starts off as a bus full of anthropomorphic animals from the big city drive into the country to Jellystone National Park to visit a friend of theirs, Yogi Bear, who is an anthropomorphic bear who lives in said park, who is not allowed to leave the park because he's a bear. Wait, what? So Yogi Bear can't leave Jellystone National Park because he's a bear, but an anthropomorphic horse like Quick Draw McGraw, or a wolf like Hokey Wolf, can live in the city and move about freely? Oh, and an anthropomorphic dog like Huckleberry Hound can have a driver's license to drive a bus? What? Why the discrepancy? Is Yogi Bear like the Osama bin Laden of the animal kingdom? Jeepers! All a picnic basket Akbar! Anyway, arriving at the park, they ask the park ranger if they can visit their friend Yogi, and wow, so they can talk to humans and humans can understand them, but Yogi is still forced to live in a cave in the park like an animal? What the fuck? Anyway, they're then told that they can't visit Yogi because he's hibernating for the winter, and then the anthropomorphic wolf in a bow tie and a pink hat threatens the ranger with calling his superior if they aren't allowed to see Yogi Bear, and the ranger quickly agrees. Yeah, that's right. You better fucking do what he says. You don't want that anthropomorphic wolf in a bow tie and a little pink hat calling you boss. What the fuck did I just say? So, giving in to the demands of the cartoony mob, the park ranger calls Yogi Bear up on the phone. What? A fucking phone in a bear's cave? What the fuck? So the ranger knows Yogi can use a phone, but he's still imprisoned in a cave for being a bear? Jeepers! Their reality is weird. So Yogi's got a lot of modern technologies in his cave? I guess this brings up an interesting question. Does a bear shit in the woods, or in a toilet in his cave? Anyway, the ranger calls up Yogi's cave phone only to get his answering machine and finds out from it that Yogi has left for the winter to visit his friends in the city. Wait, what? So his friends came all this way to visit him, but he's gone to visit them? What the fuck? So they went to all the trouble of driving into the country from the city, in a bus I assume they rented, to visit Yogi Bear, but none of them went to the trouble of fucking calling him up on the phone first, to make sure he was even there? What? And these are the animals we let be people? What the fuck? This is crazy. They literally seem like idiots. And look at how they dress. Imagine if humans dressed like that. So as the ranger calls the authorities to nab Yogi and Boo Boo when they get off the tourist bus they escaped on, the others realize that they have to get to Yogi first to save him. And then later in the city, as Yogi and Boo Boo have exited the bus, they wander around the bus terminal only to get chased down by two animal catchers, armed with one very small net, for two bears. How are you going to get two bears with one net? One small net. Did they think when the park ranger said two bears, he meant two nude midgets? Anyway, the two bears then rush off into the bus terminal, but are followed by the animal catchers. Seriously? Even if you can fit one bear in that net, what are you going to do about the other one? Quick, get that little bear in the net, and then let the big bear swipe your face off with its claws. Anyway, escaping the animal catchers in the bus terminal, Yogi and Boo Boo run off into the mall, and we see as a little rich girl is told by her dad to go into said mall alone and buy whatever she wants. But like in true Christmas cartoon fashion, all she wants is time with her dad. It's a Christmas cliche. And she tries to tell him that, but he's too busy on the phone with a businessman named Munger. Wait, a businessman named Munger? Really? Well, call me shitty reviewer. Anyway, the two animal catchers then catch up with Yogi in the mall as he's doing some shopping. Super duper Ray Demolisher. Be the first kid on your block to level Detroit. What? Is that an economic gun? Anyway, as the two animal catchers close in on Yogi, he plays with the toy laser gun, which, blasts across the room and knocks the Christmas wreath off the wall? What? What the fuck? This mall is selling real laser guns? As toys? I can't tell which is weirder. The attitude these people have towards anthropomorphic bears versus anthropomorphic lions, wolves, and horses, or the fact that they sell deadly weapons to kids that encourage them to level cities. Jeepers. Anyway, not wanting to be caught by the animal catchers, Yogi and Boo Boo ditch their powerful weapon and opt to run away and hide. Right on. Taking refuge in a Santa Claus training center, where they encounter a tough-ass looking army guy in a Santa hat, yelling at men in Santa suits as if they were army recruits about to fight a war. You know, like that one scene in Full Metal Jacket. 'Cause no one can teach the spirit of Santa Claus like an aggressive army guy. From now on, the only words out of your filthy sewers will be ho ho ho! Do you maggots understand?
Ho ho ho!
Bullshit, I can't hear you!
Ho ho ho!
You little scumbag! You will not laugh! You will not cry! I will tell you why! I will give you 3 fucking seconds to wipe that stupid looking grin off your face, or I will gouge out your eyes and skull fuck you!
Ooh, promises, promises.
Anyway, Yogi and Boo Boo, now in Christmas disguises, march with the mall Santas out of the training room, and then, continue to hide from the animal catchers by sitting down at the bottom of some stairs? What? Do they think they're in camouflage? Is dressing like Santa camo for malls at Christmas? No one's gonna be able to see them? There's never a crowd around a man dressed as Santa in a mall. Anyway, then the little girl from earlier approaches Yogi Bear. Worst camouflage ever. And thinking he's Santa, asks him if she can make a Christmas wish. Gee, is it for her father who will spend more time with her? Or for a real-life laser? You know, to destroy Detroit. Anyway, so yes, she says she only wants one thing for Christmas, and that's for her father to spend Christmas with her. And as Yogi expresses emotions over her wish, Boo Boo says the funniest line in the show. And since I can't show a clip of the line here, here's a reenactment of it. Gee, Yogi, she thinks you're Santa. Shouldn't you tell her you're a bear? Yeah, that's a good idea, Boo Boo. Hey, little girl, I'm not actually Santa. I'm a bear who's escaped from a national park wearing a Santa suit. And I can talk. Anyway, ignoring Boo Boo, Yogi invites the girl to follow him and promises to make her Christmas merrier. Is this the message we should be sending to little kids? Trust strangers dressed as Santa? Even hairy ones? Who look like they sleep in a cave? And don't wear pants? Anyway, as the trio wander the mall, a security guard that was sent by the little girl's father to find her approaches them, and Yogi, thinking he's after him, takes off, taking the little girl with him. For a hostage? What? Yogi, you're trying to escape the law. Why drag the little girl with you? So they start running through the mall, being chased by multiple security guards as they drag their little hostage with them. So when they called this cartoon Yogi Bear's All-Star Comedy Christmas Caper, they meant caper as in child abduction? Wow, that's not very Christmassy. Yogi Bear's All-Star Comedy Christmas Child Abduction. Anyway, as the chase continues, our trio then hop into a snowmobile that's on display and proceed to drive it all around the mall, even down the escalator. Born to be wild. And then out onto the street. And into a tree. And now over to the ranger as he scours the city for Yogi and sees a newscast of Yogi's child abduction and then decides to visit the child's father. We then see as a bus full of anthropomorphic animals heads over to the city's park because they assume that's where Yogi would go because that's where he'd be able to get picnic baskets in the middle of winter. What? Really? People are going to go picnicking in winter? That's retarded. Anyway, we then head over to Yogi as he's in the park tricking a couple of people out of their picnic baskets. What? Well, fuck me. A couple in the park in the dead of winter trying to picnic. Wow, they really work hard to include picnic baskets in every Yogi Bear cartoon. Yogi Bear goes to the moon, finds a picnic basket. Yogi Bear goes to the bottom of the sea, finds a picnic basket. Yogi Bear cures cancer. It's picnic baskets. So anyway, as the trio then eat their Christmas picnic dinner under some decorated tree in the park, Yogi tells the kidnapped victim it's time for her to go home, and she says she wants to stay with them and refuses to tell them where she lives. So Yogi Bear and Boo Boo then go to a telephone booth and try to look up her address, but end up finding pages and pages of listings that could be her father. Then Yogi's friends show up, and they all decide to take some of the phone book pages and go track down each person in them one at a time till they find her home. What? What the fuck? Seriously, just phone the cops and tell them you found a lost girl! No need to track down everyone with the same last name as her in the phone book! Holy shit! How are any of these animals allowed to be people? Oh, and as they all go off to people's apartments to ask if they're missing a little girl, we see as a cat and mouse duo, who are at one point referred to as the world's greatest detectives, go to the police station to talk to their cop friends to find out any information on the little girl. Seriously? What the fuck? Why not just tell the cops you found a little girl? Hell, just bring her to the police station or something. Why are you making this so hard? So as our gang of stupid anthropomorphic animals waste their Christmas holidays wandering around the city knocking on doors, we see as the ranger has gone right over to the rich father's place to smooth things over. But the rich father tells him that when he catches Yogi, he's going to have him turned into a rug for his fireplace. Wow, this is taking a dark turn. You hear that, kids? Yogi might get killed and skinned, then used as a rug. Merry Christmas! Oh, and when they all separated to look for the little girl's father, Snagglepuss, the anthropomorphic pink mountain lion, who's dressed like a naked hobo, comes across Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble. What the fuck? Fred Flintstone? How'd he get there? Isn't he a caveman from the Stone Age? Is he a time traveler or something? Or is he immortal? I am Fred Flintstone, of the town of Bedrock. I have been alive for 3.4 million years, and I am immortal. I have a modern Stone Age family. For millions of years I have waited for the time of the gathering, where the smack of a club and the bash of a head will release the quickening. In the end, there can be only one. So are like Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble immortals? Is the final battle for control over the world going to be between two cavemen fighting with clubs? Awesome! Anyway, later as everyone ends up back in the park, the police arrive and Yogi is arrested. Don't drop the soap. But then, in true Christmas fashion, the father sees the error of his ways and has a change of heart. Didn't see that coming. And then everyone gets along and sings Christmas songs in the park at night as it snows. So that's it. It's now the end. Have a great Christmas. You little scumbag! You will not laugh! You will not cry! I will tell you why! I will give you 3 fucking seconds to wipe that stupid-looking grin off your face, or I will gouge out your eyes and skull fuck you!
Ooh, promises, promises.
Merry Christmas!